Guys, the purpose of this channel has been singular. One reason behind everything I do here, and that is to help you make better content. That's it. That's the whole shebang. Usually it's some kind of lesson, maybe some new webcam information, maybe a microphone tip. Sometimes it's a new product. And today, it's a new product. It's a free product. You don't have to buy anything. As of today, if something happens on your stream that you think has viral potential, something you want to share on TikTok or YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels, something you want to turn into vertical content to post on the interwebs, you can now do it with a single push of the button. You hit that one button and this plugin will go back in time, clip that moment for you, reorganize the entire clip into a vertical format exactly the way you want it, save it to your computer, totally ready for you to post. No more editing, no more paying a TikTok editor, just discoverable content ready to post. Let me show you how. Real quick, before we get into making awesome vertical content, let's talk about making your live streams more awesome with today's sponsor, Visuals by Impulse. What if I told you you could have amazing custom transitions for your live stream in minutes without knowing anything about graphic design? That sounds pretty incredible. That's you, that's what you're supposed to say to that. With VBI's Transition Maker, you can browse a library of premium animation templates, then easily adjust colors, add your logo. Super easy. There are even 3D transitions and templates that you can customize for free. The Transition Maker shows you what your creation looks like in real time as you edit it, and once you're done, you submit it for processing, and you've got your own custom animation to throw either in your video editing software for videos or right in your live streams. Go pick up some right now. Some are as cheap as $2, and that's less than Twitch's sub split. That's saying something. Link down below to go check out the Transition Maker. And while you're there, if you see anything on the VBI store that piques your interest, like for example, Stardust, the perfect companion to your stream, go ahead and use code Senpai for 20% off. But back to vertical. Here's the deal. A good product, like a truly good product, needs two things. One, it needs to do something well. Like it needs to solve a real problem. And two, whatever that thing that it's doing, the problem that it's solving, it needs to do it easily. If you can combine those two things, you have what's called a solution. And let's talk about the solution I'm giving you today that we call vertical. Little background on this. Vertical is the love child between myself and the incredible team at Aitum. You may have heard that name before. I showed their super cool software in a video a couple months ago talking about the top 3 OBS plugins. And after that video, I had a couple long conversations with this team where I realized, oh my gosh, these are my people. Some of the most talented creators and developers in the entire gaming space. I saw the future that they wanted to build, where powerful tools were easy to use, and I said, I want in. And so I invested in the company. I'm now a part owner of Aitum, and for the last couple months, we've been working on a plethora of things, but more specifically, this vertical plugin that I could not be more excited to tell you about. So I'm gonna tell you about it. Come on, let me tell you about it. All right. Let's install the vertical plugin. You're gonna download it right from aitum.tv. I'll put a link to it in the description. It's like a 2-click install. That was imperative to me. This needed to be easy to set up. And now that we have it installed and OBS is open, you can see we have 2 canvases now. We have a regular one for your regular streaming stuff, and now we have a vertical one. You can see on the left side, I have my regular scenes and my regular sources, and on the right side, I have my vertical scenes and my vertical sources. You can move these wherever you want. You can even move the canvas wherever you want. I like it right over here, mounted to the right side, right next to my regular stuff. So I've got 2 regular scenes set up down here. We got a regular one, a chatting one, which you can see here is just full camera. And then we have a gameplay scene, which is just a screenshot of someone who's probably way better at Valorant than I am. I am trash at that game. Now, let's set up our vertical scenes. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a vertical chatting. I'm gonna add my camera, just like I had before. I'm gonna stretch it out to be the full screen, and then a shortcut here, just go to transform center horizontally. Perfect. I've got my vertical chatting scene. I think just to be safe, I'm also gonna lock it so I don't accidentally click and drag and move this thing. Then we're gonna add a vertical gameplay scene. We've got 3 sources on our gameplay scene here. We got our gameplay, we got our camera here, and then we've got this very real alert that is definitely happening. Thank you for the support, Pokemon. And so here what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our display capture. Let's shrink it down to size. Again, let's center this. Let's add our camera, then we'll figure out exactly the size that we want. Let's add our camera here, which is definitely too large. I think I want this to go top center though. And then let's put the gameplay on top. And then we'll add our alert. Let's put the alerts right underneath my camera. Now this is what my gameplay looks horizontally, like on Twitch or on YouTube. This is what my content's gonna look like if I clip something for TikTok or a YouTube short. Now we could get more creative with this, but I think this will work for now. But here is the magic. So now that we've made both of our vertical scenes, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna right click on the gameplay one, and I'm gonna link it to my gameplay scene. And then I'm gonna right click on the chatting one, and I'm gonna link this one to my chatting scene. And what that does is if I switch to my chatting scene in OBS using my Stream Deck or using a hotkey or whatever, it switches my vertical canvas. And when I switch back to gameplay, it switches back to my gameplay vertical scene. You had a TikTok moment while you were chatting? Perfect. The recording is of you chatting. You had a TikTok moment of your gameplay? The recording is of your gameplay. I'm gonna be honest, that might be the best idea I ever have. That may have been my peak, and it's all downhill from there. And I'm okay with that. But now that you get your canvases set up, let's talk about how to actually grab clips while you're live. We added something right here called Backtrack Recording. Something happens on stream, maybe an amazing gaming moment, maybe an amazing joke. You click that little button and it records the thing that just happened. You also get to decide how far back it records. Right in the settings here, front and center, backtrack recording length. You can type in whatever length you want right there. I prefer 2 minutes, so 120 seconds. You might also notice that you can set a backtrack hotkey. So set it to whatever hotkey you want, or once you set your hotkey, you can then assign that to your Stream Deck, and now you have a backtrack button right on your Stream Deck. So now the TikTok moment happens, you push the button on your Stream Deck, it automatically records the previous 120 minutes, it saves to the place you want it to save right on your computer, and you're ready to post it to TikTok. No editing. No editing needed at all. By the way, if you're familiar with replay buffer in OBS, it's the same thing. It's literally, that's what it is. I just felt like the name replay buffer was too like techie and confusing for people. I wanted it to name it something better. So we named it Backtrack. And by the way, with this checkbox here checked, anytime you're streaming or recording, Backtrack automatically starts. There's no missing a moment. It's not like, oh, this amazing thing happened, but I forgot to start Backtrack. It's always there for you. Always, all the time. It's thinking about you. You will never, ever miss that moment. I got you. But here's the thing, we're not totally done yet, because you may have noticed 2 other buttons at the bottom of this plugin. If you just want to record some vertical content, there's a record button for you. Or what's this? Is that a stream button? Do you maybe have a stream key from TikTok or Instagram and you want to go live on those platforms the same time you're live horizontally on Twitch or YouTube? Because you can do that. That's not even against Twitch's TOS. Just open up the settings, open up streaming, throw in the stream key right there, and click the go live button. You can go live horizontally on Twitch or YouTube, vertically on TikTok or Instagram, and backtrack record all at the same time. Is it obvious that I'm excited about this? Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure if it's obvious enough. Guys, this team at Aitum has made some of the most bonkers stuff that I've ever seen. Did you know that they made a chatbot that is so fast that it announces Twitch subscribers faster than Twitch can? That's probably one of my favorite things that I saw recently. Guys, we've got some insane things planned for the next couple of years over at Aitum with one goal, just to make streaming easier and make streaming better. And just as an example, so you can see how far down this rabbit hole goes. If you're an Aitum, like a full Aitum user, you can actually have your mods in chat trigger your backtrack recording instead of you having to push a button just by putting a chat command in, or use a custom Twitch point redemption to trigger backtrack recording. It's some pretty insane stuff. The lead dev at Aitum, his name's David, probably the smartest developer in the entire gaming space. You should fear him. I am dying to see the content that you make with this plugin. Please tweet it at me, tag me in your TikToks, tag Aitum in your TikToks. I wanna see people using it, I wanna see all of it. I wanna see how easy this is. I wanna see your feedback too. If you have any suggestions for it, please let me know, let Aitum know. And yeah, go get your vertical on. Can I say that? That was kind of chuggy. I'm not crazy about that, but we're gonna leave it in anyway. I'm excited to see what you do with it. I love you, and as always, happy streaming.